Hey folks, AG Squared coming to you with episode 2 of my Moving into a New Home or Place series. In this series, I share tips and tricks to help create the best experience when moving into a new place. In the first episode, we talked about a tip to be able to minimize getting mail that does not belong to you in less than 1 minute. Now in today's video, it'll be a little longer than that, but I'll be talking about arguably one of the most important things when moving into a new place, and that is setting up the internet. In this particular video, I'm going to be doing it with Xfinity, as that's the provider that was already hooked up into the house that I purchased not too long ago. But the concepts will apply to other service providers as well. But before we talk about the steps to take, let's first fundamentally understand how the internet is delivered to your home. To keep things simple, it boils down to either being delivered via air or via a physical connection. Most homes will likely have the latter. This can be accomplished using one of the following materials: either a telephone line, which are basically no longer in use today, or using a copper coaxial cable, or fiber optic cables made from plastic or glass. Regardless of the cable type, in the end, the cable will be delivered to the outside of your home from either underground or from a pole up above. Now for the part that you'll likely actually care about. When moving into a new home, the first thing you want to do is inform your internet provider to activate the internet on a particular date. They will inform you if they service your home or not. Try to do this with at least a week or two in advance prior to your move-in, as many of the providers will provide you with an option of delivering a modem from them. Whether this is a good option for you or not really comes down to whether you prefer to own and configure your own modem. As you can see here, there are several upsides to effectively rent a modem from Xfinity. Let's fast forward to day one once you move into the new place. The first thing to do is to find your internet box. Now, this box will be alongside the exterior of your home within reach of the ground. Once you find it, you can easily open it up and see the cable from the internet provider. This will then be connected to another cable or be connected to a splitter, which is a device that takes a signal and distributes it to as many other cables that are connected on the other side of that splitter, the out port. The splitter is what allows you to have both internet as well as cable to as many TVs or modems as you would like, up to the amount that allows you to output from that splitter. Now, in this home, the splitter is unused, but if I wanted to, we could disconnect the internet service provider ISP cable and reconnect it to the splitter's in port, and then connect the other two cables you see here to the out ports. Doing so, we would be able to provide cable to the living room, which is where that cable up above is being fed into. But we won't do any of that, and we'll just simply stick to streaming, like the cool kids do. Now on to the second step. You now need to see where the cable or cables go into the home so that you can see which room will have the cable to connect to your modem and provide internet. Now keep in mind, depending on how the cable was fished or fed into the home, the cable may not actually be in that room, but in a different nearby room. You'll only know if this is the case once you finish the third step. For this next step, it will depend on your provider's specified steps. But for Xfinity, it's very straightforward. Let's check it out. First, we need to download, if you don't have it already, the Xfinity application and open it up. Once open, you'll first need to log in using the account that you used to start service. Once logged in, click on Account on the bottom right, and from this view, scroll down until you see the Activate Xfi Gateway or Modem option. Here you can select to register your Xfinity modem or your very own. See, it's that easy to register your own modem if you prefer. For this property, I'll install the Xfi Gateway option. It took around 10 seconds after this before I saw a Get Started option, but once you see it, go ahead and click there. Now, if you connected your modem to the right cable, scanning the QR code or entering the CM MAC number on the bottom of the modem will complete deregistration, and you'll know you successfully are done once you notice that your X-Fi modem shows a clear light. And you'll also notice that your modem is now finished and able to deliver Wi-Fi and internet to your home. But it's also possible that the cable you thought was delivering internet to that modem wasn't, simply by realizing that the modem is not delivering Wi-Fi to your devices. Now, this was my case, and it took me a total of 3 different rooms to find the right cable. Now, the nice thing, however, is that with Xfinity, when the Xfi modem is unable to be registered, you can see here that the application automatically gets you in touch with support via chat within the Xfinity application. But support wouldn't really be able to help me until I find the right cable. This is why this video is really helpful, because Xfinity likely would have charged a technician fee for someone to come out and find that cable, or frankly, just simply to create a new hole in the siding and feed in a new cable. We don't want to deal with that. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead and try another room with a cable. This was attempt number 2, which is right where the Xfinity box is in the outside. Once that didn't work, however, I decided to look in the drop ceiling and see which room the cable went up to. Turning on the flashlight, we can identify the cable that comes from the outside. And although here it shows it connected using a female to female adapter, it for some reason originally wasn't. So I had to go ahead and reconnect it. Continuing following the cable, we then find another splitter, this one actively being used. So now I need to see where either one of the 2 outgoing cables goes towards. One of them appeared to go to the other side of the room, so I walked over there and took a peek through another drop ceiling panel. This one is near a room with a bathroom and is on the floor above. That helped me narrow it down to the master bedroom. Yes! All I did from here was remove that plate cover from the master bedroom and repeat the registration steps we covered already. Alright folks, well that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you found this valuable, and if you did, please like it and consider sharing it with your social circle.